After slaying dragons, defeating all of your enemies, and conquering nearly every challenge Skyrim has to offer, one final opponent emerges from the shadows. Not a god, not a dragon, not even a Daedric prince. Instead, a lone warrior in ebony armor approaches with a simple message. But who exactly is this mysterious fighter? Why does he seek death at the hands of the Dragonborn? And what makes him one of the more interesting enemies in the entire Elder Scrolls series? Let's uncover the story behind Skyrim's final challenge, the Ebony Warrior. The Ebony Warrior is introduced in the Dragonborn expansion and only appears once the player reaches level 80. That requirement alone says a lot. By the time level 80 is reached, countless dragons have fallen, entire guilds have been conquered, and the fate of Skyrim itself has already been decided. Most enemies become little more than minor inconveniences. However, Bethesda designed the Ebony Warrior to be different. Rather than being discovered by the player in some random dungeon, the Ebony Warrior actively seeks out the Dragonborn, appearing in one of Skyrim's major cities. He claims that every goal of his has already been accomplished, and that now only one worthy opponent remains: you, the Dragonborn. At first glance, the Ebony Warrior appears to be an ordinary Redguard warrior wearing an impressive set of ebony armor. He possesses over 2,000 health points, devastating combat abilities, and mastery over an incredible number of skills. These skills include heavy armor, archery, one-handed combat, destruction magic, restoration, conjuration, and even stealth. As if that weren't enough, he also has access to several shouts, including Unrelenting Force and Disarm. Yet the most fascinating part about the Ebony Warrior isn't his strength, it's his motivation. According to his own words, he's achieved everything there is to achieve. No quests remain, no enemies are left standing, no more challenges exist. There are even several theories suggesting that the Ebony Warrior is supposed to represent the player themselves. By level 80, many players have done everything possible. The journey is over, the adventures are complete, and the only thing left is one final battle before moving on. Eventually, the Ebony Warrior directs the Dragonborn to a place called the Last Vigil, a lonely campsite hidden high in the Velothi Mountains. But defeating him is far from easy. The Ebony Warrior uses restoration magic to heal himself. He conjures powerful allies and unleashes dragon shouts while switching back and forth between melee combat, ranged attacks, and devastating spells. As mysterious as the Ebony Warrior already is, several unusual details make him even more fascinating. He is completely immune to many forms of crowd control, including the paralysis effect, making him one of the more difficult enemies to take out for players specializing in that combat style. And if you're curious about what lies beneath the mask of this mysterious warrior, interestingly enough, his face is identical to Nazir from the Dark Brotherhood, suggesting Bethesda reused existing character assets during development. The Ebony Warrior isn't just another boss hidden inside Skyrim. He represents the end of an adventure. For some players, he's simply the toughest fight in the game. For others, he's a symbol of what it means to be truly complete in Skyrim. But for everyone, he's a unique adventure late game players can be excited to experience for themselves for the first time.